Hi, I'm Gordon Duffy. I'm the founder of the Duffy Fitness Institute, and I want you to forget everything you've ever heard about fitness. You know, after 25 years, I thought I knew a lot about exercising, but what I was doing was actually hurting myself, and I ended up in a wheelchair, and I don't want you to end up like that either, so I want you to watch this.
I was thinking to myself, I'm only 45 years old. Am I going to have to deal with this for the rest of my life?
I went to chiropractors, I started acupuncture, and everything seemed to help, but everything was temporary.
I was having trouble walking, pain in my legs, I couldn't run, and I was having a considerable amount of shoulder and neck pain.
I was diagnosed with degenerative spine disease, spinal stenosis, bulging discs, you name it. And I went everywhere and tried everything.
Most of my patients come in with aches and pains, and they realize that if they don't fix it now, when are they going to fix it? And this is the body that they're going to have for the rest of their lives.
People's postures are really working against them on a global level. What happens is, from the time we're kids, we wear the backpacks, jets our heads forward, and then we go to school, we look down, same thing at work, and so all of our postures are forward-facing posture like this.
Sooner than later, you're going to have an injury, an episode, and it's an accumulation of overuse injuries.
About 3 months ago, I was out of town on a job, and I experienced a pain in my left leg. And towards the end of one of my last trips, it hit me really bad, and I was unable to get myself home. I was thinking to myself, I'm only 45 years old. Am I going to have to deal with this for the rest of my life? And I was introduced to Gordon Duffy. Every day that weekend when I was bedridden, he called me and he said, I don't want you to worry. We know how to fix this. We're going to fix this for you. Now about a month later, I'm able to perform everything I could do before. I can run, I can jump, I can play sports. It's been miraculous for me.
All the professional athletes, actors, actresses, all the people from the collegiate level are actually doing this treatment.
You know that the athletic teams are paying millions of dollars to get their athletes into the best shape so they don't get hurt, so they can perform, so they can win, because that's what the money's all about, is winning and having people be able to perform. So if it's good enough for them, it really ought to be good enough for me.
I've been measured at my max vert. It maybe was about a 35. When I went in, it was a 41. I have to attribute a lot of that to the training that I have done here at Duffy Fitness Institute.
So what we're trying to do is incorporate this down to the general population, that, hey, this treatment's out there and it's available for you as well.
The uniqueness that the Duffy Fitness does, over everybody else, I feel, is we do the best evaluation in town. Biomechanically, posturally, we determine all your weaknesses, all the muscles that are tight, all the muscles that aren't firing, so to speak, that aren't working for you on a daily basis. We take this analysis, which sometimes can take up to 2 hours. We have 6 trillion cells in our body, and so it's a very intricate thing to do, and it takes a lot of time to learn this technique. We now take all this information and we design you the perfect individual program based on what we find in your criteria.
I liked when I first went there that I was assessed. There were measurements done, and I was told, this is what's wrong with you. You have this problem with your left arm, and this problem with your right leg, and your head's bent the wrong way, and this muscle's weak, and this muscle's too tight, and this is what we're going to work on.
Most certifications for personal trainers are cookie cutter programs. If somebody wants to play basketball, here's the basketball program. If somebody wants to play football, here's the football program. If somebody wants to lose fat, here's the fat loss program, right? Well, if you're a gingerbread man, then go find a gingerbread cookie cutter trainer, and that's what you'll get, and it'll be one size fits all, and if you are the same as everybody around you, then keep it up.
When I was preparing for my NBA pre-draft workouts, Dr. Gatsunaris brought to my attention the Duffy Fitness Institute, and I came over and met with the guys and got an evaluation and thought I'd try it, and it's turned out to be really beneficial to me.
It made a difference. I would say within the first 6 weeks, at least 50% of the pain was gone.
It's a way, I think, for people to learn to be healthy and functional in a way that we've never really understood before.
The chiropractor actually, when I told him I don't think this is working, he said, yeah, I don't think so either. And he sent me to Duffy Fitness Institute.
I'd really think of the Duffy Fitness Institute as being a lot more than personal training, because it's really a whole system and a protocol for wellness.
If we keep doing the same repetitive thing that's wrong, our bodies are going to respond. I think there's a definite shift towards more holistic medicine, towards changing our bodies, using our bodies, instead of using outside substances.
And it just makes sense to me that if the person can fix his problem himself with the right knowledge and instruction, why get involved with needles and operations and drugs and all these kinds of things when you can fix yourself?
As you exercise and you have choices like living on machine training, a lot of treadmill work and all those things, long distance running even, what happens is your nervous system actually will decline, and that's scientific. So what you want to do as you age, you want to do things that increase your nervous system, so it increases your reflexes, so that you actually engage yourself at a higher level as you age.
I can still have a vibrant, active life, having my mobility, my flexibility, and wearing a smile on my face. And I mean, what more can you ask for?
I liken it to a Ferrari dealership. He is the Ferrari of trainers. And why go to someone else when you can go to the best?
He's taken me on as his responsibility. And he's even said to me, he said, I don't feel well unless you feel well.
I've noticed that my overall energy level is much higher, and it's very consistent.
What Gordon's offering really is how to achieve your dream.
They clearly not only said they would rehab my back, but meant it and did it.
Anyone who wants to truly be fit and functional should come here first, because what they're going to learn is going to really change their life and their perception of health.
Isn't it the ultimate goal in life to live as long as you can at the highest functional level? So it doesn't matter where you're at right now. If you're experiencing weight issues, or you have an injury, or you're simply just stagnated in your own personal fitness program, we want you to call, look up our website, or simply come down to the Institute itself, because we really want you to optimize your life. And thank you so much for watching the video.